Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect, episode number 70. And we're here with Mike and Jason. And we will be right back after this intro video. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bearded Respect. So, Jason, you want to say here your hellos?
Hello.
Yeah. There's Miss Becky.
What's up, Becky?
She
I think she got first this week.
Screen.
Oh, wow.
But then E-Rock says he's first, but she's on my screen first, and they both have the exact same time, 20:54.
Are you sure about that?
So
Wow.
that's what the ticker says. and
Interesting.
then we got Mark. Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
And we got JP.
What's up, JP? Yo.
Hey, we got Big Stu.
Woohoo.
Hey, Big Stu.
What's up, Big
Hey,
Stu?
what's up, buddy?
We got Chris Perez. My computer's working
Hi,
a little slow
everyone.
this evening here. Let's
What's up,
see.
Chris?
Hey, Philip. Got Philip's in the house.
Hello. What's up, Philip?
Got Aldemir. Hey, Aldemir.
Hello?
We got Russ. Hey,
Hello.
Russ.
What's up, Russ?
And we got Triple B's. Hey, Scott.
What's up, Scott?
Hello there, children.
That's a new one to me, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Glad
Hello,
you could
911.
join us.
Thanks for joining.
Ellie,
There's
what's up?
Ellie. Hey, Ellie.
Ellie, I know Ellie's going to be rooting for the
Oh.
Nuggets tonight.
Hey,
Nuggets
brother.
We got Collie Creek Candle stopping in. Glad you could join us.
Hello, Collie Creek.
That's where I believe Dan Kranz is from.
Oh,
11 Bravo.
11
what's up?
Bravo.
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
Wrong one.
We got the official Ken. Aloha.
What's up, Ken?
Greetings.
There's Vato. Glad to see he could make it in tonight.
What's up, Votto?
I don't have friends. I got family.
There we go. We got Chris from True North. Hey, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I'll touch on this a little bit in a little bit.
Hell yeah!
We got TV.
What's up, TV?
TV. Yeah, Russ, we'll get that. I know everybody's itching for that. Hey, Walter. Walter's made it in tonight.
What's up, Walter?
Hello.
And oh, there she is. There's Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Tara. And with that, we're caught up. And hello to Sin out there that
madam.
didn't comment.
So what we got
You want
going
me
on?
to touch on that? Yeah.
What do you want to do first? A giveaway or talk about the puppies?
Well, let's talk about the puppies. Jason might not be able to stay here. He's got
Oh.
puppy duty.
Yeah, everybody might not be able to stay for the whole show. Clementine is doing fine. She seems to be. She was bleeding when we left, and she's bled some more tonight. So, but hopefully, our number 4 daughter out of the 5, number 4 works at the vet where we go to. So she's coming home soon. So hopefully she can attend to Clementine a little better than we are. But she's definitely sore because she's walking slow. But as you can see in this picture, she did not want to have anything to do with her puppies.
Oh.
But the vet said, she's not at home. Maybe once she gets home in more familiar surroundings, she'll be okay, which we did. We did try doing some nursing, and it looks, but they're so small. That one guy in the top, well, even the top 2, but the one guy that still has a hemostats on his belly button there, man, he's a porker. And then down at the bottom, see the one that looks like a wrinkled up, shriveled raisin?
Yeah.
She's just a runt, or I don't remember now. I got to do more work on these to see which one's which again. But anyway, that runt looks like a shriveled up raisin, but that's just its fur. Even the vet said they can't wait to see what this is going to turn into.
Huh.
But yeah, they're just so small, and Clementine's mammary glands are so big. It's like I don't even think I can get their mouth on it. But yeah, and then we did get the picture of the one's face there. But those were all pictures that my daughter sent from the vet. So I really haven't taken any yet because I want to get each one and hold it and get a body and a face shot. And
Yeah.
but that little one, her name already, or his, I forget, is already Trouble. Man, and he's a squawker and always squirming around, and that one's going to be Trouble, I can tell. But yeah, so that's that. So far everything's going good, but they're so tiny. You can't. You watch them and you can't even tell if they're breathing or not, and you're like, are they still breathing? But yeah, they look bigger in the pictures than what they are. Well, you can tell by the size of Clementine there, how little they are, but they are small.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they'll grow quick.
Yeah, I hope so, because all they do, they'll squirm around, but it seems like all they want to do is flip and flop and flip and flop. I mean, they ain't got no strength yet, but you can definitely tell them top couple there. They was doing all the eating inside Mama's belly. That's for sure. But yeah, they're funny.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
But
I know everyone was.
yeah, and I'll be you guys follow me on IG at Jason Klein 38. I'll be posting pictures and stuff. I got some of them on there now, but yeah, and we did. Oh, I didn't mention this. She did have 6. A water baby. Look it up. It's like why it happens. The vet said it happens a lot in all kinds of breeds, but it's like they retain water. Tara, maybe next week. We'll see. Maybe 2. We'll see. But I thought about bringing one up, but yeah.
I need some rest.
We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, the water baby, if you look it up, water baby dogs or water baby puppies, yeah, you'll see like their faces, like it's all set up. They retain water for some reason. And so, yeah, she did have 6. We had 4 boys, but they, there's not really nothing they can do. So they went ahead and put him down. He was a boy. So that's part of life, shit happens, but
Finally got your boys.
Yeah.
You finally got your
What's
boys.
that?
You finally got some boys, more
Yep.
boys in the house.
Yep. And like I said, I'm keeping 1, and the other 4 will be for sale. But I don't even know which one I'm keeping yet, just because I can't hardly exactly what they're going to look like yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
one of
yeah,
them.
there's something.
One of them. But yeah, maybe like that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, this one here, you got the 4 laying like that, and that 5th one that's laying that way. He's a boy, and he's pretty brown. And them other ones are like I'm thinking the other ones are what they call lilac, so which is a hot color. People want lilac, so we'll see.
Interesting.
So that's it. That's enough on the puppies. We'll talk about them later down the road. Let's get into barbecuing.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just get on with the show and worry about other stuff later?
Yeah.
Bring our guests on here from Burn Pit BBQ, and they're actually a little south of me in a city called Racine. But they can tell you all about it.
All right.
Hi,
Hey, what's
guys.
going on? Hi there. Good
Welcome
evening.
to the Bearded Respect.
Hey, happy to be here.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad we could get you guys on.
Yeah, no, we were happy. We were excited that you reached out. I know we partnered with Anthony over at Lit Beard Co., and that's kind of how we got connected. So I appreciate you reaching out and offering us to be on the show.
Yeah, I got a box of stuff from Anthony, and I found this card in there from you guys, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And me and Mike are also veterans, so we
nice.
we like to support veteran
Oh,
companies.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
There's some major feedback going on.
Is
Yeah,
it on our end?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it's coming from.
I don't know. It started when you guys came in. I don't know if you have 2 things open or not.
No, we just got the one.
Seems like it's gone right now. So
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's gone away now.
Sure.
Cool. So yeah, let's hear about your company and like when it started, what you guys do, and why you do it.
Yes. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So yeah, as Scott mentioned, we're in Wisconsin. We're not too far. We're just south of Milwaukee. And we started this business back in July of 2020. We both worked, in the corporate world for a while, and we kind of both got sick of it. And the pandemic hit, and we saw that more people were grilling and barbecuing from home. And, that was a passion of ours always. So we said, hey, let's try this thing out. So we just started a blog and with some recipes and tips. And then we eventually created a lineup of sauces, seasonings, and rubs that are all natural and that are made here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we've been going ever since. As you mentioned, we're veteran owned. I served in the Marine Corps. Ben's still in the Navy. I don't hold it against them, but we work well together.
We try.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're really kind of we're the backyard guys, right? Like we do this to have a good time. We try and keep it simple. We try and have fun. Try not to take it too serious but that was kind of one of the reasons we started too, because we would go out and look for advice and maybe post questions and just get like roasted and stuff. And it's like, man, it's not really what we want, So we're like, what can we do to kind of help other people and stuff? Because, we talked a lot about what we wish we had when we started, grilling like together 10 years ago. And we kind of came up with this idea of having like kind of this culture where, you can come, you don't have to be this great, fantastic, barbecuer or smoker or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't claim to be. Greg sure as hell isn't, but we have a good time. So we have fun together.
That's what it's all about.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how I got learned about you is I got one of these cards in with my Lit Beard Company order.
Yeah.
And I ordered a sample pack, and I know Mike did too, and it worked out pretty well for me.
I appreciate that. Yeah. We know, like, being kind of a new barbecue company, that people need to try it before they buy it. So we do a lot of sampling. We do sample packs like you got, and we partner with other veteran organizations to put those in their orders so people can find us, just helping each other out. And we do the same thing for Anthony. Mm-hmm. So when we get orders, we send out, his information to our customers. So we just, we find in the veteran community, we like to share resources and tips and ideas. So I think that's probably the reason we're here.
So is there a way that you guys got linked up being veteran-owned companies?
Let's see. How did we first get introduced?
I think we just kind of networked. I mean, we were really looking at a lot of our first year. We did a lot of fundraising for different veterans like organizations, nonprofits and stuff.
Yeah.
And so our first year we raised just under $8,000 in donations. And kind of through that process, we were looking for different things that we could use as raffle items and stuff like that. And it kind of I think that really got us a lot of traction, out in the communities that, locally, and then also in the veteran community as well, because we really want to have like kind of a focus and really look at, veteran-owned companies that we could include, companies from Wisconsin, companies from, wherever. But we really started locally to Wisconsin and kind of expanded a bit from there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've had some other veteran-owned companies. We actually have another veteran-owned coffee company on next week.
Nice. Okay.
Who's that?
A new company called the Bearded Sergeant Coffee Company.
Oh, very nice. That's awesome. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
And then we had Invicta on in the past, a different coffee company.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see what veterans are doing here with starting small businesses and a lot of different avenues too. Coffee, barbecue, beards. So it all kind of ties in together. But I think it just goes to show that like veterans are willing to take the risk, and we have that spirit of we might not have all the answers, but we're going to figure it out. And that's kind of how we operate. We're like, I don't know how we're going to make it, but we'll figure it out.
And I'm guessing you guys didn't have any experience getting into designing a seasoning or
Well, I mean, like, again, like Ben said, like we've been doing this in the backyard for 10 plus years, and during that time we create our own stuff, but we'd give it away for presents to like family members and stuff at Christmas. And then when we decided we wanted to maybe start a business, we kind of had that. We understood like how to mix flavors and stuff, but then the next step is how do we mass produce, right? So how do we take this from the kitchen to the retail side? So that was a big learning curve for us. Finding people, in state. Also, how do we get that? How do we then get our product in the hands of the people that make those decisions? So it's been a learning process, and we're still learning as we continue to grow here. But that's part of the process.
Yeah, definitely.
How far have you seen your company expand to? Like, have you hit all the states yet? Or
No, I mean, we're trying. We're in just over 50 different stores throughout Wisconsin and Northern Illinois.
Nice. Wow.
Which is cool. I mean, so it's you kind of go back and it's you have to obviously reach out to a lot of people to get that momentum and stuff. And sometimes you walk in and you reach out to them like, hey, do you need any refills? And it's like, no, we don't. It's like, oh man, okay.
Yeah.
But like again, like we go back and like, man, we're in 50 different locations. Like, who would you ever have guessed that? Like, no.
Right. Right.
We just moved up into a warehouse. So we're getting all the stuff out of Greg's garage and basement. So that's a big step too. So
it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what the cool piece is, we do a lot of work with, service members that are still serving. So we've like our products have been deployed, right? So we've sent products to units overseas in combat areas who, just need a little taste of home, so that when they had some downtime, they, fired up whatever grills or however they could do it. So, I mean, that's been pretty cool to see our products, on ships, on bases, overseas in the Middle East, So, while we haven't hit every state just yet, with our product being, shipped to, but we've hit a lot of places overseas, which has been pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty big jump before you've even hit all the states.
Yeah, and we enjoy doing that too. We send care packages when we find out somebody's being deployed, or for a unit, especially like during summer and holidays, like July 4th, Christmas, and those units are pretty good at sending us pictures back with them using our stuff like for their unit cookout, because that barbecue brings everybody back home, right? Even if you're overseas, it tastes like home. So we're just happy to be a part of that. And
I'm sure it tastes even more amazing when you're overseas.
You took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Maybe you can work a deal to get them into MREs. Little packets and
it's crossed our mind, but we'll see. I don't know if we want to be associated with that. You know what I
mean? Yeah, that's awesome, and even just getting a care pack.
Okay, guys.
Oh, all right, Jason. Dogs are calling you.
Yeah, I gotta head out. So hopefully I'll be back in the full swing of things next week, but we'll see. They'll only be 2 weeks old then.
Take care of the puppies.
But yeah, I'm glad I could. Yep. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Good luck.
So we got a question here from Russ. What products are we discussing? Sauces or seasonings to BBQ tools and such?
Well, I can get into that here through something together to better describe it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So we've got a Burn Pit BBQ, veteran owned by Greg and Ben. And here we have our first seasoning. It's called Ground Pounder. It's an all-purpose seasoning that's great for beef, chicken, vegetables, pork, seafood. I'm sure you can use it on just about everything you use other seasonings on.
Yeah, that's our garlic seasoning, and as you can see, like all of our stuff has military themed names to it. But our all-purpose garlic season you can put on just about anything.
Yeah, very garlicky, some peppery. I thought it was really good. That was one of the ones I liked when I tried it.
Thank you.
And then we've got one called All Ration, which is an all-purpose barbecue rub. Great on everything from chicken and pork and beef and seafood. And it says you can't go wrong with this one.
I just used it today on some pork. So yeah, we definitely stand by our products and we use them too every day. This is kind of more of an all-purpose. You can use it beef, chicken, pork, just about anything.
Vegetables, really good with vegetables as well. My daughter had a birthday party, and we just bought a can of just sour cream and put some of that in there and mix it up for veggies and stuff like that. It's easy. It's again, you can kind of use it on whatever you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's real mild, and it has a great aftertaste. I wrote that down for some reason.
Then we have Pop Smoke, which is a Memphis-style barbecue rub. Great on ribs, chicken, beef, pork, and more. It doesn't get any better than the Memphis flair to taste what true low and slow smoked meats are all about. And I did use this on some ribs, and
nice.
I had one rack I used this one on, and one rack I used another one on. But
Nice.
I liked both of them, and I like that kind of Memphis flair and getting in to a little more sweet type of heat.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of your seasonings are terribly hot.
Yeah, I mean people hear Burn Pit, and if you never served in the military, you might think it's like hot stuff, like spicy. But we know it's just a play on kind of the burn pits overseas, a little self-deprecating humor, which we like to do around here. So yeah, that's the name. So no, we have a few products that are spicy, but nothing that's going to kind of make you sweat, because we like to enjoy the food that we're eating.
All right.
And then we have Fire in the Hole, which is, I believe, one of your spicier ones.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much an all-purpose seasoning for beef, chicken, vegetables, pork, seafood. Rub it on, sprinkle on top to give it a little spice.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This is another one that I use almost every single day because I like a bit of a kick. So like I'll put it on I'll put it on my steaks if I want a bit of a kick to it, but not where it's going to overpower the steak, the flavor of the meat and stuff. I'll put it on my popcorn, put it in like on eggs. I'll put it on, mac and cheese. Like it's one of my favorites, but like I said, I like that, like a bit of a kick to where but it's not going to overpower it. Like I'll put it on my kids. Sometimes they know, but most of the time they don't. So
it's not like you said you put it on your kids.
I put it on their food.
Yeah.
A little pep in their stuff.
And then we have Fire for Effect, which is the other one I tried on some ribs, which I did really like. And this is an excellent rub for ribs, pork shoulder, brisket, and more. This rub creates beautiful bark on your meats while adding a subtle kick of spice at the end.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably our top seller. It's great on pork, like ribs, pork shoulder. We go to Rib Fest every year in Wisconsin here for the past couple of years, and we'll sell out of this one. This is probably by far our number one seller.
Yeah, this one was my favorite.
Yeah.
Usually when people try it, they buy it. It's just kind of, some people we'll give them a little sample and then they'll go walk, because at these, fairs and stuff, we have booths set up and we'll give them a little sample of it. They're like, oh, it's not too bad. And then they'll walk away and then they'll come back like a minute later, like, oh, I just felt it. It's really nice. I'll take a bottle. Yeah. So it has a nice little kick afterwards.
That's great. And I believe that was all the oh, no, I missed one here. First Strike, which is a fish and wild game seasoning. And it's an everyday seasoning that's great with any meal. Ideal for fish, venison, and other wild game. It's a perfect blend to add to your harvest.
Yeah, I mean, this one's
it's a little sweeter. It's a little sweeter. But it's like I said, it kind of pulls a little bit of that gaminess out of some of that stuff, but it's also really good on chicken too. It does have like a hint of lemon in there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And if you do get the sample pack that's offered on their site, it includes their top 5 seasonings. You get a packet of each one, which is a pretty good amount because I think I could get through a couple of uses at least with one of those packets.
Yeah, we say like each sample pack should be able to season about 2 to 4 pounds of meat. So depending on how much you're cooking or who you're cooking for, yeah, it should at least be able to make a meal. But hopefully, you can get a couple out of it.
I actually used one packet for each one chicken breast.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Wow.
All right.
everybody's a little different.
Sure.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
Got the full flavor, huh?
Definitely. Yeah, I grilled all 5. I grilled 5 chicken breasts.
Nice.
Try them all.
Yep. That had it set there for a little bit and grilled them all. And then the entire week I had lunch. So
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And then here we get into some of your sauces.
Yeah.
Well, we have a Poggy Bait, which is a sweet honey barbecue sauce. Do you guys want to explain what Poggy Bait is for people who don't know?
Yeah. So again, I'm sticking with the military theme. Poggy Bait goes back to kind of World War II, or like a pogue personnel other than grunt. So somebody that maybe was admin or not necessarily infantry. Sometimes they would use sweets to bribe those people. So we chose Poggy Bait because I was in the Marine Corps and we use that term all the time as something a little sweet.
Cool. So that's just your basic sweet. It said
Sweet
honey.
Yeah, sweet honey. I'd say that's probably our top selling sauce. Again, when people try it, they buy it. It's got a little bit of sweetness, just a little bit of spice to it. But that's great on pork. Like if you like to glaze your ribs, or if you like to put a little sauce on your pulled pork, that's probably my go-to.
Cool. And then we have QRF, which is a quick reaction force is what it stands for.
Yeah.
And it's a bold barbecue sauce.
It's just kind of more your traditional barbecue sauce, one that you can use just about every day. If you're, my kids like it for like their chicken nuggets. Otherwise too, I used it the other day for like sloppy joes. It just kind of has like that nice, like, it's not spicy, but it's just got that bold flavor to it. Kind of more, like I said, just that traditional barbecue sauce.
Cool. And then we've got a sticky fire, which is a hot and spicy sauce and marinade.
Yeah, now we're kind of getting into the spicy stuff. So it's a barbecue sauce, but it has a little kick to it. Again, nothing is going to be overpowering for anybody. Hopefully, some people think it's got a kick. Some people say it doesn't have a kick at all. So everybody's just a little bit different. But it's got a little spice to it.
And we've got hot brass hot sauce, which is a garlic habanero hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean that's my favorite hot sauce that we have. I mean we've only got the 2, but that's my favorite. It's great on eggs. I use it as a binder as well on some, like if I'm doing like beef ribs or a brisket, I'll put that hot sauce on there before I put my rub on. So it's a garlic habanero. It's got great flavor. Put it on your eggs. Put it in your Bloody Mary, like this guy does. But it's got good flavor.
Oh, that's great. And then we have Point Blank hot sauce.
Yeah, that one's it's a jalapeno base. So I like to do like frozen pizzas on the grill. And that one I like to just drizzle all across the top of it. It's also really good on wings. If you just kind of pop that little top off after you do wings, you smoke them for a while and then put them in like a little throwaway container and then just drizzle it on there and let them bake for another like 10, 15 minutes and stuff. And that's kind of how I do a lot of my wings.
Cool. And then they have a lot of these. You can buy them by the bottle or the shaker for the seasonings, but a lot of them are in combos. Like you can get the 3 rubs. Oh, I'm sure I didn't put the price on here.
No, it's I think I see it on there. But yeah, so yeah, obviously if you buy more, you get a value, you get the deal, and we'll ship it right to your door. Yeah, and if you order through our website, that's coming directly from us, and you'll get stickers, some other stuff in there as well from us. We just like to continue to provide as much value as possible. When we handwrite notes to people when we ship out an order, so it's just part of that experience that we like to give to people that are trusting us with their meals.
Great. And we've also got a 3 sauce pack for the same price, $29.99. And there are other combinations on here I didn't list. This is a grill master pack where you get a couple of the seasonings and a couple of the sauces. There's also some where you can pick what individual sauces you want.
Yeah, we gotta pick 3, so you can pick 3 of our products, and we'll put it together for you and ship it out to you. We're coming up on Father's Day. These make great gifts. If you're not buying for yourself. So, yeah, we just appreciate anybody looking at our products and trying them, because I know being only 2 years in, we're still new, so people are kind of hesitant to try new things, but we're appreciative of anybody willing to try our stuff.
And then we've got a 5-pack of rubs and seasonings for $49.99. And I believe that's pretty much what you get when you order the sample packs. Are these 5?
Yeah. So you'll get a sample of each one of those, and I think we put our first strike in there as well. So you'll get all 6, and yeah, you'll get a little taste of each one, and then you can come back and pick your favorite.
Yeah, and they definitely work well.
Thank you.
And then we have a Patriot pack, where you get 5, I believe 5 of the rubs and seasonings and a couple of the sauces.
Yeah, so the Patriot Pack is everything except the hot sauces. So that's probably the best deal that we have. You get one of each of our rubs, one of each of our seasonings, and one of each of our sauces. Hot sauces are separate, but those are the main staples.
Yeah. And I believe that's the end of this. But you can feel free to check out their site, burnpitbbq.com. Great prices on some of the stuff. I know I've looked at other barbecue companies personally, and price wise, I think you got all the other top companies beat.
Yeah, we try and stay competitive as well as provide a value. We know with the recent kind of trend of consumer prices, people have been taking advantage of that, and we made a decision early on that if we can stay with our current prices as long as we can, we're going to do that, just as a way to continue to give back, as opposed to maybe trying to squeeze an extra few dollars out of our consumers. So yeah, we try and provide as much value as possible.
Yeah, and they're some good products. I'd put them up against any of the other ones that we've bought, and we do quite a bit of barbecuing. I do it pretty much year round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there in the snow barbecuing.
Yeah, I was out there in the negative 20 degree weather smoking a brisket, so I definitely feel you.
And then these guys, they also have a podcast on Spotify that you can check out. You can get tips. There's different recipes that they offer. So
yeah, we have the Grilling to Get Away podcast where me and Ben just talk about like our backyard experiences. We share tips and recipes and stuff. We need to figure out your guys' setup though, because we only do audio. We'll have to figure out some video so we could get that stuff on our YouTube channel. But and then we do have a weekly newsletter where we send out recipes, things that we're doing because we're out in the community quite a bit, doing events and fundraisers and stuff. So you can always keep track of us that way.
Yeah, and it sounded like. Oh, go ahead.
What sort of fundraisers do you mainly focus on?
I don't know.
Yeah, it just depends. So we did one for, what was it, last year? We did like 3 or 4 now for like the Fisher House in Milwaukee. So it's where if veterans are going to the hospital and stuff, it's a place where their families can stay.
Yeah.
So we did a fundraiser for them. I think our first year, and then did another one at like a golf outing where we just took like donations. We came out with big trays of pulled pork that we made with our stuff on there, and we were offering sliders for donations. So it was a beautiful day for the golf outing. It would have been nice to play in it, but we were out there just slinging sliders the whole time and taking donations for that. We did another one last year for the tiny houses in Racine here.
Yeah, so the Veterans Outreach Center here in Racine, the tiny homes, they needed a new grill, and they're right down the road from us. So they reached out to us, and we raised money and bought them a brand new Green Mountain pellet grill for the residents there. So stuff like that. We've raised money for Operation Homefront, which is an organization that provides houses to veterans across the country for free. And then also some other local ones around here, Camp Hometown Heroes, which is a little bit further north here in Wisconsin, that provides a summer camp for children of fallen service members. So we just try and continue to give back that in those ways as much as we can. And then we have our annual barbecue competition here in the Milwaukee area. That's the Sunday before Labor Day. So this year, I think it'll be September 3rd. We partner with Explorium Brew Pub, and we get a bunch of backyard barbecue teams in the parking lot at Southridge Mall, and we raised money for a veteran organization. And that's how, Anthony helped us out last year. He was one of our guest judges, because we try and bring in celebrity judges to judge, the backyard competition teams. And I know he'll be out there again, and it's not official yet, but we're talking about doing a beard competition as well as a barbecue competition. So stay tuned for that. If you might be interested, if you know of anybody that might have a beard.
When would this be?
Yeah, so it's the Sunday before Labor Day. So I think it's September 3rd this year. Yeah. Yeah. Last year we had, a couple hundred people come out. We took over the parking lot. We had a Bloody Mary bar, a trailer. We had a band. We had meats everywhere, people smoking meat, and it was just a good time. And this year we're looking to expand a little bit. So, you can, again, follow us on our socials so you never miss out, but we're going to put that together this year. Again, this will be our 3rd year doing it, and we'll pick a veteran organization to raise money for, and then we'll donate all that money to them at the end.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is. And it just sounds like an interesting time. I actually never heard of that before.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? You got beer, you got barbecue. In that one too, if anybody likes, whiskey, Jack Daniel's is one of our partners in that one as well. So they'll be on hand with special Jack Daniel's drinks and mixers and stuff like that. So again, a little bit of something for everybody, plus really good food at the Explorium Brew Pub. They have awesome food going that day, which will probably be featuring some of our products. So we're looking forward to it again this year.
Nice.
Cool. And then I heard you're going to be at Rib Fest, which is a big event here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's always fun. It's man, it brings the people out. It's cool. Have you ever been, Scott? Have you ever had a chance to go?
No, I was supposed to. I was going. I'm a member of the Bearded Rebellion Beard Club in our Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I'm the scout for the Wisconsin chapter, and we were going to volunteer for it, but things just fell through and it never materialized. So we didn't make it, but I've been meaning to.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's you walk out and it's you have a ton of competition teams, and it's like a whole, there's probably 20, 10 to 15ish, 20ish.
It's a whole row of them.
Yeah, it comes around, goes around the corner, and they each have all of their trophies out on a bunch of music. They're each playing their own music and stuff. It's crazy. It's a good time. And you get to vote for who you think is the best one and the best sides. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's an experience.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's free to get in too. So you get in there, you go try some barbecue, and you spend the day there. They got rides and stuff too.
Bands at night.
Bands at night. Yeah. So it's a good time.
Nice.
And something I learned by listening to your guys' podcast, your most recent one, that the 16th was National Barbecue Day.
Yeah. It was just a few days ago, National Barbecue Day. They got a day for everything.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they definitely
National
do.
Beard Day.
Oh, there's a World Beard Day.
Is there?
Nice.
Yeah. I think that's in October.
Okay.
So start growing now.
Yeah.
So Greg, you're in the Navy now?
I'm in the Navy.
Yeah, that's Ben. I'm Greg.
Right. Oh, okay.
We should
The name.
keep you guys on your toes.
And you're active duty?
I'm in the reserves.
Oh, reserves. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Were you in the Navy?
I was in the Army.
Okay.
Yep. I was in the Army for 8 years. I was a combat medic.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I was an Army tanker in Fort Hood, Texas.
Yeah.
Nice. It's
Well,
fun.
we always appreciate the medics and the tanks.
Yeah.
And Scott, in our intro video, there's a picture of a battalion or platoon.
Yeah.
Where was that taken?
So that was my unit right before the invasion of Iraq. So we were in Kuwait.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you were there in 2003?
Yep. So I was there in Kuwait, through Baghdad, and then we, didn't have everything all figured out, so we stuck around for probably about 5 or 6 more months, and then came back home, and then I made two more deployments back over to Iraq.
Okay. Yeah. I was in Iraq in 2003 as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
I was with 4th ID, so we were late coming in. Turkey wouldn't let us come from the north, so we had to wait for our tanks to come in through the south, and then we kind of got bussed up to Baghdad and then cleared everything north. But,
Yeah. I think it was us 1-7 coming from the south, and then 3rd ID was kind of coming from the west there, and we kind of all met in Baghdad at the same time. So it was kind of chaos.
Yeah. I thought that scenery looked familiar. So
yeah, you never forget it.
Nope.
A small world, man. We're in country at the same time. Probably ran into each other too. In Baghdad, there's a lot of us running around.
Yep. I got to stay there for a whole year.
Okay. Yeah. It was funny, man. Like when we first came in, they're like, "Oh, you guys are just going to go in and take it over, and then we're going to get you back home." And obviously that didn't happen. So.
Right. Yeah.
It never seems to work like that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, definitely. Then we stayed there for another 15 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ben, have you been able to deploy on any 6-month deployment on the ship or?
No, not yet. So actually I just joined
okay.
September.
Okay.
Awesome. Got out of boot camp early December and just finished up my A school 3 weeks ago now. So
nice.
Yeah, so I'm kind of in that holding pattern where they keep saying oh yeah, next week you'll be gained, next week you'll be gained. It's like, okay. So all right, well, I'm not gonna shave until you tell me I have to come in. So
yeah, we got a few Navy vets in our chat. Ken, official Ken, he's a retired.
That's awesome.
Navy.
Nice.
Matt Foley.
That's so cool.
My best friend's in the Navy. He's a dentist in the Navy.
A dentist.
A dentist.
Oh, I'm not a dentist. I'm a GM. So.
Yeah, but he's high enough in rank now because he's been in for almost 20 years. Like he doesn't do any dental work. It's all war planning. So I mean, it can be a little scary. You got a dentist planning, combat for us.
Yeah. Makes you feel really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, at least he's somewhat educated.
Yeah.
Well, they go through war college. I mean, they do get training in that, but still, he's a trained dentist. He's not.
Right.
Maybe he's a senior officer. So.
Nice.
Yeah. When you go into the service as a dentist, you don't expect to be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Foley said he was on the USS Truman.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
So when you did basic training, was it local or?
I was down in Great Lakes. So
okay, that's what I was wondering.
Fairly local. I mean, there are a few times where I was like, man, screw this. I could just run home right now. But
what was cool was when he was in A school, I was at Great Lakes as well. Mm-hmm. So they let him have live ashore duty so he could come home at night and stuff, or when he wasn't training, obviously he had to get up at 2:00 in the morning to drive back down there, but he didn't have to live on base with all those young kids and stuff.
Oh yeah, which was awesome. I got to be at home with my wife and kids. I get to come do a podcast with Greg and stuff. So we'd hang out, still get to do some business stuff when I could be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were. I think they told me well, you're married, your wife can come here. I was like, well, I just live in Wisconsin. It's like, oh well. I mean, you're old enough. We don't need you here. We'll just let you live at home. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I got really lucky. I really did so far.
I know when I did my training, we couldn't go far.
No. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess it's a little bit different. They think they saw my age. All my scores and stuff were decent. They I don't know. I mean, I showed up on time. I was where I needed to be, wearing the right uniform. So no one really said anything to me about it. So
that's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know one time in training, I got in trouble because we ordered a pizza from Pizza Hut. I was at Fort Knox in Kentucky, and for some reason they think pizzas should have barbecue sauce on their pizza. And this was like in the 90s where that was strange. Nowadays that's a little more normal.
Well, you can find everything on pizza now.
Yeah, I know. But back then it's like, what the heck is this?
We had a local pizza's place, veteran owned, and he ran, was it Valentine's Day? Not this year, but I think last year.
Yeah,
he did a barbecue chicken pizza, and he ran with our QRF sauce on there. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, that was like another fundraiser. So part of those, if people ordered a pizza, we donated a portion of that money to the Veteran Outreach Center. So, again, another way to partner with local businesses to raise money for vets, which has been pretty much what we've been trying to do since we started.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ken wants to know what his rate is.
GM, the GM.
No idea what that is.
Gunner's mate. So,
okay.
Yeah, get to play with some stuff. But.
Yeah, us Army guys
are
confused by that. And Matt says this week is Armed Forces Week. Free sandwich at Mission Barbecue.
Ooh.
Wow.
I actually have a Mission Barbecue probably like less than probably a half mile away from the house.
Yeah, right.
There you go get a sandwich, man.
Oh, I've gotten many free sandwiches off of them.
I've never heard of them.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
pretty
kind
cool.
of they're a smaller chain kind of barbecue. Again, like their mission is serving veterans and their families. So they donate a lot too. So they got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think ours beats theirs, but they got some pretty good stuff.
I walk in there and they have patches all over the place.
All over.
Yeah. Yeah.
From everyone's unit, and I can find everyone but mine.
Well, you gotta give them one.
Yeah, I know.
We'll just put it up on the wall when you go in there next time.
But I'm from one of the largest military divisions.
Yeah.
They don't. First Cav division.
First Cav, yeah.
So I always give them a hard time because there isn't one there.
Yeah.
And one of our newest guys in the chat had family serve on the Nimitz based out of Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're in Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of ships in Virginia right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenan mentioned that he was on the USS Reagan, and I know my friend, he was on there for deployment. I wonder if they're on at the same time. That's pretty cool.
But
Scott, roll into the EB giveaway.
Yeah. What's that one cookie company you sent me cookies from?
Yeah, Patriot Cookie.
Yeah, it's a veteran-based company, and those are some awesome cookies.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
They're the best cookies in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, they are amazing. Yeah, they operate out of Florida. It's his mom's recipe. It's the best cookie I've ever had.
They're
we'll
huge.
have to work with them on like a barbecue cookie or something.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, dude. A little collaboration barbecue.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
But it was before Christmas. All of a sudden, I go outside and there's this box sitting there. that I didn't even know was coming.
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty big. I kind of stick with veteran companies. So if I find any food, any products, I try to stick with the veterans, especially the ones that give back. You know, it's a veteran organization. I mean, it really touches me. I work for the VA, so that's really
nice
to me, you know, to kind of help veterans. So
Yeah.
You want to tell them what you do?
I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm a psych nurse practitioner. So, and I work with the homeless outreach as well. So I kind of go into the field and help veterans that way.
Where are you at again?
I'm in Wyoming. I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So I kind of handle southern Wyoming and northern Colorado and western Nebraska.
Okay.
So if we send you questions about issues we're having, and you won't bill us for that, or
yeah, we can handle that offline.
Okay, so we have a giveaway. It's a combo from
Educate Beards. Yeah, so Educate Beards is a veteran-owned company in Canada that I'm an ambassador for, and tonight we're going to give away a combo, oil and butter of choice. So are we doing the same way as far as picking the winner?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I didn't even actually set it up.
Oh man, I gave you a notice too.
Yeah. I know you did.
But yeah, so if you already commented in chat, then it's going to pick one of you guys.
No, of course not. Just a second here.
Scott's setting this up in the chat. Any questions for our guest? I'm like salivating. I'm just talking about all this barbecue and seasoning. I'm just like, I've already ate dinner too.
Yeah, we used to do the podcast. We used to do our podcast at night, and so it's easy to talk about. But now we kind of do it in the middle of the day. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go home and cook something.
Yeah. Have you ever done the podcast while cooking something?
I think one or two times we've had something rolling on
Like
the
something
smoker.
rolling.
Yeah.
But ours are generally like a half hour, just kind of quick, short segments. So like, you know, we might do like some steaks or something, but like we right now we're in Greg's basement is where we do most of it. So it's maybe once we get out to the warehouse and kind of get everything set up, we'll probably have some grills going out there. It's probably a little bit easier to grill with, you know, the garage door open rather than kind of in Greg's basement right now. So
Okay.
All right, let's see who the lucky winner is. If you win, just reach out to me on IG. Are you going to Hawaii, Scott?
Not that I'm aware of.
JP. All right, JP.
Do we have a JP in the house?
Are you still here? That is the question.
oh, man. Oh,
There he is.
all right.
Yeah, nice.
Cool.
JP, if you're on IG, reach out to me. Or he wants to pass it on. Who do you want to pass it to, JP?
Or maybe the better question is, who in here hasn't tried Educated Beard Company?
Yeah.
Hey, Emo.
JP, you let us know who you want it to go to, and we'll send it that way. How's that? Pressure's on you. All right.
There you go.
Russ is saying Dan Kranz has not.
Yeah, Matt Foley hasn't. Matt Foley is the winner. All right, Matt.
Cool.
Matt, I think you're on IG. I'm pretty sure you are. If so, just reach out to me on IG and let me know what you'd like and address, and I'll get it out to you. If you're not at IG, just reach out to beardedrespect@gmail.com. Cool. Someone new gets to try it.
Yeah. We've given away a lot of their combos. They sponsor the show. So
Nice.
almost everybody has tried them.
Very nice.
And while we're at it, Chris from True North has also donated a giveaway tonight. So a free oil from True North Beard Company. Why don't we do that right now?
Sure.
And the winner for this one can reach out to True North on IG or their email address. True North's a newer company, and it's actually an old company that's come back. Kind of took a break for a couple of years, and they've come back at full force this past month. So
I actually hit the button, so we already have a winner.
oh,
Nice.
all right. Emo, reach out to Chris at True North, and he will hook you up with the free beard oil.
Well, that's great. Congratulations, Emo. And with that, I think we can roll into our other newer segment of the show.
It's kind of cheesy, but funny. All right. So I get to ask 5 questions, and tonight we get the bonus because we get 2 people to answer them. So question number 1. What was your favorite toy as a kid?
I'll answer that one. I think for me, Home Alone 2 was real big at the time when I was like 7 or 8.
Okay.
So I had one of those talk boys, where he records his voice and you can like, play it back in slow motion or speed it up, So I had one of those, and like, I wish I still had it. It was amazing.
So was it like in Buzz Lightyear's voice or Woody's voice? Or?
No. So Home Alone,
Home Alone. I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So when he's in New York and he's got the talk boy.
Oh, that's right.
He's using that to record his voice and stuff. Like that's my favorite one.
That's awesome.
That is a pretty cool toy.
Ben, how about you?
My mom never lets me live it down because she's like, I had it, like they couldn't find them anywhere because everybody wanted one. And she's like, I stood in line for hours to get this thing. And I was like, well, I play with that thing forever.
Nice.
She still talks to me about it every Christmas. What about you? What's your favorite?
Yeah.
Mine, it was a yo-yo. It was a butterfly yo-yo, and it would just like, I don't know. All the other kids were big into yo-yos, but like this, no one had one. There was, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, I guess, but it was just like my dad just found it because he was like, yeah, sure, I'll get you a yo-yo, like whatever, and he got me one. But it did like different things that these other kids' yo-yos like couldn't do. Like they're like, well, how's your yo-yo do? I was like, I don't know, like, but it was awesome. I loved it. But I just remember like, and my dad would be pretty good. He's like, yeah, you got to throw it out and whip it and throw it around the world and stuff. And then my mom would walk in, and of course it'd go like right past her head. And it was, it was like just so like you just sit there for hours and just like, you know.
That makes me think of the old commercials I used to see, like Saturday morning cartoons. Like they'd show the commercials of the yo-yos.
Yeah.
You know, like all the tricks they would do with them.
Yeah.
You
couldn't do a ton of tricks, but I would just play with it for just
you loved
forever.
it. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. If you could only do one thing on your bucket list, what would it be?
That was a good question. And for me, so you know, I don't know about you guys, but when I went overseas to the Middle East, like I had to, we flew, but we flew in like these rented out like commercial airlines that were like broken down half the time. So we broke down in Ireland, and we had to stay overnight, and we couldn't go out anywhere. Right. So if I could go back to Ireland without being stuck in like a hotel and not like being like shut in, that would be on my bucket list.
Yeah.
We actually have a guy who watches our show who lives in Dublin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Works at a famous fish and chips place where they've been serving since like 18 something, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like the oldest restaurant in Dublin.
So mine, a year ago, I would have told you it would be to do a whole pig, smoke a whole pig. I had that on my list forever, and luckily Greg and we got to do that. We did it twice last year, so that was awesome. That was like the first one wasn't as good as the second, and that's okay because the first one was for friends and family. The second one was for like a graduation party that we got asked to cater. But I would have told you that. But now I think it's I'd love to hit a hole in one playing golf, like with my son there. Because he would lose it. He'd probably be more excited than I am, and he's 6. So I'd probably I'd put that at the top of my list with him.
Nice. Have you come close?
No. I take that back. I hit the pin last year, but I was with my daughter. And she goes, Dad, what was that? I was like, that was the pin. She didn't find it. She's like, oh, okay. All right, well.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Next question. What was your passion before the barbecue business? Like, what was it that you were always doing or really passionate about and kind of focused on?
I'm really passionate about kind of personal development. So, you know, before the barbecue stuff, you know, in my corporate job, you know, I was a leadership development coach and a mentor, and I still carry that stuff through. So that's something that I enjoy doing still.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. For me, it was sports. Greg and I actually met. We both played college soccer together, and that's how we met. So way back in college. And so just kind of continued that a little bit after school and stuff, but there comes a time where you have to kind of give the dream up a bit. But no, I was very big into a lot of sports and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. This one you guys can answer together or come up with the right answer. This is kind of like a trivia question.
Okay.
What city is known as the barbecue capital of the world?
What city? I mean, I would go with like Austin, Texas, but you could go Kansas City. You know, you could go
St. Louis.
I mean,
out in Carolina too.
Carolina,
North Carolina, South
Raleigh,
Carolina, like, yeah.
South Carolina, Charleston.
Mhm.
So there's so many. We're hoping to put Racine, Wisconsin on the map here soon.
Oh, you're wrong on all of those.
Okay.
Lexington, North Carolina is
Okay.
considered the barbecue capital of the world. Who would know?
Really, even though like barbecue was started in like Brazil and like other places.
I think if you claim it first, that's how it works.
Yeah, I
right?
guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stake Racine, Wisconsin, as the barbecue
The number
capital of the northern hemisphere.
Sure.
And where I got this from, I also read that archaeologists believe the first barbecue was a woolly mammoth.
I put that in my.
We just talked
We
about
talked
that.
about that.
Oh, really?
On
our podcast.
National Barbecue Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta be. It's
gotta
gotta be
be.
accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I heard that somewhere before.
I'm waiting for them to replicate like dinosaur DNA, so then we can start barbecuing dinosaurs.
Well, I heard they're replicating the woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
So that they're kind of developing that. Did you talk about that too?
No. Well, I'm sure we might have. I don't know, but
That just jumped to the top of
Yeah.
Greg's bucket list. Screw Ireland.
Yeah. Woolly mammoth.
Yeah, Joe Rogan was talking about that. They're kind of like developing, redeveloping them. Scary what we do, right? All right, last question. Pick one grilled dish that you have to live with for the rest of your life. You can't eat anything else but this thing.
It's tough. That's a tough one.
Like,
Yeah.
can you make modifications to it? It's literally just the same. Like,
Same seasoning every day. Same sauce, whatever it is.
Man.
Wow.
It could be pork, fish, steak, hot dog.
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
I did just see a recipe for burnt end hot dogs.
Yes.
Oh.
Try it.
Try it.
Try it. It's
Pretty good.
It is.
Man, I'd say like if I had to eat it every day, like
Yeah.
I would just go with some grilled
Ribs.
chicken. I would go with chicken, like
Ah.
because like a beer can
Yeah.
chicken or
Yeah,
like a
that's fair.
spatchcock, like a whole chicken
Mhm.
smoked.
The whole chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably do that.
Okay, that's smart. Different parts of the chicken there.
Yeah.
A little variety.
And
Ben?
you go with ribs.
I'd probably do ribs.
Ribs.
I'd probably go ribs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Just walk around with just holding it the whole time. Yes.
So Ema wanted to know where you guys played
We
college
played
soccer.
locally here in Wisconsin. We played at Wisconsin Parkside, so it's the only Division II school in the state.
Yeah. He said he was a walk-on for the University of Washington.
Nice.
Oh,
All
very
right.
nice.
Yeah.
What years did I know a few
Old.
people that went there, but
I don't know. Hopefully he's got an answer for you.
yeah, we could talk offline.
But he's always in the gym, always doing something.
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Yeah, he was fit, man. He's built.
He even eats fit.
Yeah.
What was it? We talked to him around Christmas. He was having gizzards, I think it was.
Nice. All right.
Good nutrients in there.
I'm like, that don't sound like any Christmas of mine.
Saute them up with a little butter, some onions. It's good to go.
What is this one? Beer of choice.
Oh, beer of choice.
Honestly, Greg and I in the past, we have I don't know if we ever did the podcast on it. We built the Tower of Freedom one. You were on 4th of July, and we used PBRs.
Some Paps.
Oh.
So it's like we had paper plates going because we were doing everything that day. We did wings, we did ribs, but each you had them on a paper plate, and once that paper plate got full, we stacked one on top, and then we kept going with them. It was It's a good
Yeah,
4th of July. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was a rough next day, but it was a good.
Yeah.
PBRs. That's
PBRs we like to crush.
or High Life.
Otherwise, I mean, we're in Milwaukee, so a good MGD or High Life, champagne of beers. Only the classy stuff around here.
How about Leinenkugel?
Yeah, a good Liney's. I like their traditional. I know a lot of people like their summer shandy or whatever, but I really like their traditional one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of flavored beer.
It's a little too sweet for me. I get
flavored.
Get heartburn from it.
Yeah.
What's that one you always get?
Oh, Yingling is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh yeah, it's big from Pennsylvania, isn't it? We don't have that here.
Yeah.
Anytime my parents come, they always bring Yingling because they're from Michigan, so they always stop like in Indiana and bring it up. So
I have the same system going here. So anytime
nice. Okay.
in Wyoming, they bring me some Yingling.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be, is that Milwaukee?
Old Milwaukee.
Brewery. It's a River West Stein, but it's
a
local craft beer here. I'm sure you don't
MKE?
get that in Wyoming.
Oh, probably not. Yeah, MKU Brewing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is Old Milwaukee considered a craft beer in Milwaukee?
It's got to be. I think it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last time I think last time I was at a Packers game at Lambeau, the beer was Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
Beer. That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wisconsin, so you're going to see Miller almost everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I don't think I've even heard of this.
No, nope. Can't say I've tried that one.
No, I haven't tried
I'm
that
German, and I don't know if I could say that.
Yeah, so Greg, you brought up that you broke down in Ireland. When I was deployed to Iraq, we were like on United or something like that. It was like a business class plane.
Yeah.
It was like all this room, and it was so nice. We didn't break down, but we stopped in Ireland.
Yeah.
And there was like this Guinness restaurant in the airport, but we
Yeah.
didn't do anything with it because we were, deploying.
Yeah, we were fortunate on the way back, because that was usually a stop too on the way back. Well, our captain, our unit captain, bought everybody 2 rounds.
Oh, nice.
I can say I had some beer in Ireland, but it was at the airport. But,
Yeah.
You were there?
yeah.
What are you putting on tomahawk steaks?
Oh, man.
What would you recommend?
I would keep it as simple as possible. It's let the meat kind of do the work. I just salt, pepper, maybe some of our ground pounder, our all-purpose garlic seasoning. But other than that, I don't even know. We were fortunate enough. We got one 2 years ago now, right? From a place, and man, I saved it for New Year's. It was awesome. Like it was such, you can't. It was such a cool cook, right? Like it's just something like you just grab it. You just want to just eat it.
I love them.
Yeah, we don't find too many of them around here. You gotta kind of
know people that
snatch them up when you see them, or you got
ask someone, hey, hold this for me. If you get one, hold it for me.
Yeah. But I'm the same way. I keep it real simple. Maybe a little olive oil on it, and then put a little salt, some coarse black pepper on there, and then just let the meat do the work. Keep it simple.
Yeah. Have you thought about making any cookbooks? Like any?
We were approached. It didn't work out. Our style isn't cookbook material. So we, maybe one day, but we put all of our recipes online on our website.
Yeah.
I guess one day we could probably compile them all into a book or something like that. But right now we're just kind of focused on growing the business.
Mhm.
And we'll see. Maybe eventually.
It's really my fault too, because Greg's very precise. Like he'll tell you, oh, I did 2 cups of this or 2 tablespoons of this, and I just kind of like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's how I am.
like just kind of go to the
That looks
taste.
good.
Yeah, and Greg's like, "What did you measure?" I'm like, "Oh, no, man, I just dumped it. I just did this." He's like, "Man, how are we supposed to talk about this, man?" He always tells me to be better, so I'm working on it for this year. We'll see. Hasn't started yet though.
I mean, unless I'm going off a strict recipe, yeah, that'd be exactly how I do.
Yeah. It was. Even I talked about one, I think, this past week when I did the pulled beef sandwiches, and I followed the recipe, but I didn't like measure out. Like he was like, put this much salt on there, this much pepper. I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a recipe for pulled beef on your website?
We'll put it up there. I just made it
okay.
a week ago Friday.
Yeah.
It turned out. I sent Greg pictures. I doubt he posted it, but
yeah, I usually block his text messages.
Once the weekend hits, I made it on Friday, and once it hits about 3:30 I just get sent to voicemail or so
out of office reply. Yeah. So we put just about everything we cook. We try and put together a recipe and throw it out there. So. And then we usually talk about it on the podcast, like, hey, what worked, what didn't work, what would we do differently next time? So it's kind of full circle. We try stuff, we explain what we did, and then we try and be better.
Yeah.
Chris was asking, but I think he already got his answer.
Yeah,
in the chat from Emo.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure he got the answer.
Yeah.
So if anyone else has any questions for our guests this week, but I would definitely go and check out their website. I know there's a bunch of people who watch us on the replay. There's a big, even in the bearded community, there's a big barbecue community as well.
Oh yeah, we know, we see it. Yeah. It's been a pretty cool collaboration. Just what we've started with Anthony at Lit, and then continuation here with you all. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been great to have you on.
So Big Stu has a question. What's your favorite rub sauce to combine?
Honestly, for me, like I said, I like the kick. So a lot of times, like if I do wings or even like kind of pork chops, I'll use fire in the hole and sticky fire because it's gonna notch it up a touch. But it really depends on what you're cooking. The combo that we honestly sell the most is our fire for effect, the sweet heat, and then the pogie bait, our sweet honey sauce.
Yeah, those two pair really well together, and that's my go-to for pork. So I just did a pork shoulder today, and I use fire for effect sweet heat as my rub, and then when I pull it apart and I shred it and I make some sandwiches, the pogie bait sweet honey is going to be my sauce I put on top of it. So that's my go-to, and for ribs too, like I'll season it with the sweet heat, and then I'll glaze it, with some sweet honey at the end. That's my top combination there.
Cool. Nice. Sounds really good. I think we're making everyone hungry.
Yeah.
A lot of guys who are itching for some brisket, it sounds like.
We love to hear about it too. So if anybody does have any tips, tricks, recipes, stuff that they want to hear about, please, reach out to us. We're more than happy to talk about it on a podcast or give it a try.
You can always, we got our socials out there. So on Instagram, Burn Pit BBQ guys, we're out there quite a bit. And then, Facebook, Burn Pit BBQ. So you can always see what we're doing, what we're cooking, and we usually share quite a bit out there.
Nice.
Yeah. And I did notice you guys were on YouTube with a giveaway recently.
Yeah, so we do monthly giveaways where we give away some of our products. We do like a Facebook Live where you can go out to our website and you can enter in. And then each month we pick a winner to win one of our 5-pack of rubs and seasonings. And then on the live, you know, if you show up, we give away other products. And we partner with a lot of other organizations or other businesses too. So we'll give away like sunglasses from Stryker Company, which is another business actually out in Pennsylvania. They send us stuff, and then like Lit Beard Company, we might include some of his stuff into, you know, giveaways for that live stream. So just another way for us to give back to the people that follow us and, you know, spend their time and their money with us. You know, we like to give back as much as possible.
Cool.
Nice. I do have a recommendation for your website though, for your apparel store. You need some hats.
Yeah, we got a few. But yeah, we'll have to
the baseball
get some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to let us know who you go through. That one looks pretty good.
Oh, this one's this is just a basketball one.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was part of the beer.
No, Scott's working on getting.
No, we have that in the works.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Are you wearing your logo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are owner special.
Yeah. We only had 2 made.
Yeah. I get it.
We got some. We don't advertise them too much, so.
I also forgot to mention earlier, it was just posted, I believe, was it yesterday? I am ambassador for Miami Beard Company.
Nice.
So if you guys want a discount, you can use the code BREWCITY to save yourself on some Miami Beard Company. And if you want my recommendation, it would be what's it called? Now I'm kill myself. It ends with boys.
Bad Boys?
Blue Collar Boys or something like that.
I was thinking of Bad Boys.
It's gonna drive me nuts now. But it's a leather grapefruit type of scent.
Blue Collar.
It's real nice. Blue Collar Boys. That's what it is. That's my favorite scent from Miami Beard Company. Hit up.
Nice.
Here, did we answer this question?
Oh, is this the one from Vic here?
Yeah.
We do know we know of some teams that use our stuff for competitions, but yeah, we don't actively go out there and promote for, you know, to sponsor teams or anything like that, because it's kind of not who we are. We appreciate what the barbecue teams do. That's kind of like a sport. We kind of are, you know, focusing on the backyard barbecue and grillers. So that's kind of who we focus on. Doesn't mean that we wouldn't entertain the thought of sponsoring a team maybe in the future, but right now that's not kind of where our focus is.
No, Stu, I think I'm getting back to normal here. I was actually doing a cleanse for a colonoscopy last week while the day happened to be our show day last Thursday.
You did pretty good though. You held it together.
I tried.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on. I really appreciate what you guys do for the veteran community. Definitely. I need to make an order, get some more stuff for you guys. But
we appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for having us on and all that you're doing too. You know, it's cool to kind of get to sit and talk. And I mean, we're always we're always looking to talk barbecue, talk about beers. I mean, you know, it's how you can't go wrong, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's you know, opportunities like this for small businesses that don't have huge marketing budgets to be able to get in front of new audiences. So we appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's kind of why we're here, just looking to have fun and
Yeah.
Yep. Get the word
help
out.
other companies.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, we appreciate it. And everybody, next Thursday we have a veteran-based coffee company on, and I know there's a bunch of big coffee snobs in this community. So. So that should be another interesting show. So we will talk to you again next Thursday. Here on the Bearded Respect. Have a good night and thanks for watching.